bounds.
What's up guys, Josh Orange Squash here, and today we are going to be playing Clash Royale, and I'm going to be telling you about one of my favourite decks. So, without further ado, let's get right into this video. So currently I'm in Arena 7, fairly low trophies at the moment. I have been better, so this is just me here. So my highest trophies is 2,423 obviously. And today I'm going to be showing you the Hog Trifecta deck, which used to be insanely popular until the Hog Rider and the Cannon got nerfed. But actually, in my opinion, this deck is still very strong. So as soon as you are able to use it and have these cards, I would suggest using it. So currently I'm in the clan Warzone HD, which is a very good clan, and it's a good community to be in. We have some good players in here. As I was saying, first of all I'm going to show you a couple of replays, and then I'm going to get into a live raid at the end. So as you can see, I've had a mixed amount of victories and defeats, but I have decided to show you some of the better times I've used this deck, so that you can see how good it can be occasionally. So here's our first replay. So it was just a fairly average to start with. Dropped off the Musketeer. See, what you want to do to defend is you want to use Zap to get rid of minions, etc. You want to use Valkyrie to tank for Hog occasionally, so you can get your Musketeer up in there. And with this deck, it's crucial to remember you need to get your pumps down as early as possible. Pumps, elixir collectors, so that you can get X, so you can just have that advantage, so you can just get that little bit more, as you can see I've done just here. And then you need to use the cannon as your defense to pull other troops over to it, so that you can distract them. And you can also use Zap as an offense, so that your Hog Rider or your Valkyrie or Musketeer can just get that extra shot or damage. As you can see, I'm continuously pumping up to get more elixir so that I can have a bigger advantage. Using the Zap to get rid of his minions again. See, and now we're building up. We're building up gradually a number, and then the poison spell can be very useful because it can allow you to just chip away a wide range of actual. It can chip away at a wide range of different buildings and structures, so it can be very useful in that sense. Again, the Zap is used defensively so that I can prevent his push from being as effective as it potentially could be. Again, cannon to defend from his Hog Rider, etc. You want to use a Valkyrie mainly as a tank, potentially as something which will take down their pushes, and something which is going to keep your Hog Rider alive. And this is another very good highlight of why I like this deck so much. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. So obviously the pump is crucial. Pumping is crucial. And this guy's using a giant deck, so I'm going to be explaining how you use this deck to prevent a giant deck from beating you. So again, you use the cannon, the defense, to pull the giant away from your tower, and then you can use it into a push. And then again, the poison spell used to just chip away and deal some damage at his tower and any units which he wants to place there, and as well as the elixir collector. Now here, unfortunately, we weren't able to pull the balloon, which was a schoolboy error, if you will. So, unfortunately, I lost the tower. In this scenario, we are using... we use the cannon to defend, and we use a poison spell there to slow down his offensive troops, so that we can prevent him from actually getting up in there and doing some good work to our troops. See here, we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to counter push, and we're going to keep going, and we just get the tower at the last second. He's going to poison our troops, trying to prevent them from dealing as much damage. Trying to get rid of them. See, even pumping up, even in overtime, etc., pumping up is just so crucial. It can be the difference between a win and a loss, essentially, because it's if you have the elixir collector there or not. And as you can tell, I use the poison on offense to deal very large amounts of damage to his other crown tower, so that I was able to almost take the win there. So now we are going to get into a live raid before we wrap up this episode. So yeah, let's do it. So we're against Secret Sorcerer here. Again, if you have the elixir pump in your hand, you're always going to want to use it straight away. So you're just going to want to throw that down first. We're going to zap to get an even counter. But now, unfortunately, that means we can't use the zap on this Sparky. So we're going to start with this. Again, we're using the cannon defensively. Then we're going to use the zap to reset the Sparky, so that frankly you won't deal that much damage. He's going to place quite late barbarians because we are elixir starving him by counter pushing so cheaply there. So we've come out just about on top. Again, we're pumping up again and again just to keep the elixir advantage, which is very crucial in a game like this. We're going to let the Sparky take its shot on that, and then we're going to reset it. And luckily for us, our tower is able to take down that goblin barrel, and then we're able to counter push very quickly and almost take out his tower. See, and here we're going to use the poison spell just to get rid of some of his troops for very good value. So we're almost into the last minute here. Again, using the elixir pump even in late game, it's so crucial with this deck. And it has so much potential, this deck. So he's going with his Sparky. We're going to use our Musketeer to get some range damage. Again, when facing Sparky, you need to remember, although he is quite a formidable opponent, you need to always remember to resort back to using your See, we're counter pushing here. We're getting up towards his tower. Hog Rider's going to take that tower down. And now, really, mainly what we have to do is just keep this advantage. See, we're going to use our zap. And we've just about cleared up there. So that's going to be all for this episode. I hope this is going to help you with potentially slightly higher level gameplay. So actually, this deck you can completely use this deck when you reach Arena 6. So you need to reach Arena 6 to be able to actually use this deck. So, if you want, guys, in future I will upload some videos which showcase slightly, potentially lower decks for people who are maybe newer to the game, so that they can get helped out too. So thanks so much for watching, guys. This has been Josh Orange Squash. Thanks for watching.